Hey folks, welcome to today's comedy hour. Are you ready to laugh your socks off? Ahu sparks a rare curiosity in our icy heiress, but the next day, the president's face goes pale at the sight of a Kang scar. Turns out, 20 years ago, Big Boston was just a lowly thug under the president who was tired of the crime life and wanted to retire. Little did anyone know, a burglar broke in that night, and young Dogegg was the thug. President Wenzu arrives, and Dogegg lunges at him. The president, with superb skills, easily defeats top fighter Dogegg. Yet a dark hand always lurks. Big Boston stabs 5 times from behind. He's the mastermind. The president fights back fiercely. The Woolen Supreme is no pushover. After 3 heavy punches and a flying kick, he snatches the little knife back, giving Big Boston a colourful surprise on his face. Out of the blue, Dogegg suddenly jumps in and leaves the president seeing stars. Eventually, robust Dogegg tosses the president out the window. He survives but is left disabled. At this time, the president begs Oju to stop the investigation, admitting they can't compete with those ruthless killers. He wants peace in his old age. For Oju, it's a life or death situation. She pretends to agree to Grandpa's request but secretly continues her investigation on Old Yang. Little did they know, the duo falls into a trap, surrounded by 100 people. Thankfully, they are like little dragons and manage to bust through. But the underworld's dark. The black-clad man uses deceit, knocks out the Kang's mum, and steals him away. Little Blackie thought he was in the clear, but suddenly, Maskai shows up and takes him down in a flash. Oju may be gone, but miraculously, her body still pulls off some killer moves. One blow after another, dazzling everyone. Little Blackie thinks he's about to win. But alas, Maskai appears again, proving that chivalry isn't dead, and takes him down effortlessly. Old Yang realizes things aren't looking good, throwing the woman over his shoulder to escape, but Maskai is hot on his trail. Maskai drags Old Yang into a corner and takes out his tendons, while another Maskai arrives only to find the fight is already over. Just as he's leaving, Little Blackie appears. Maskai avoids trouble, but Little Blackie starts it. Turns out everything was orchestrated by the president behind the scenes. Maskai is really his right-hand man. The president declares that from now on, he will solve all the problems. The Kang wants to help, but the president says this isn't child's play. After everything calms down, the president quietly opens the vault, pulling out his long-hidden secret weapon, ready for a comeback. Meanwhile, Big Boston strolls out of his mansion, with Dogegg wagging his tail like a puppy, as they speed off in a sports car through the night. Turns out, the shipping container hides Big Boss Black's little treasure stash, containing 108 gold bars worth billions. Old Yang says Maskai's small-eyed moves are faster than lightning, cooler than this flying knife. Old Jin smiles again. He immediately realizes it's his old rival and quickly calls an emergency meeting to unveil the true identities of the 5 tigers. Back then, President Kiwi had 5 Beyblades, and Maskai is actually the 5 tigers' leader. Even the biggest gangsters feared the 5 tigers. After taking down President Kiwi, the first thing on my agenda was to team up with Dogegg to deal with them. They were President Quiz Key aides. Now, the old man wants Bakken to save his kid. But hey, this old guy is also super rich, with at least 5 billion in cash. Big Boston immediately orders Dogegg and company to go steal some. Just keep an eye on the big guy. Dogegg, his strength ranks right below me. Dowling suggests they bring the kids along for the ride. After all, they just saw those 3 take down 100 with their bare hands, not to be underestimated. In this critical moment, Yang Zhong suggests they trust the kids because the future really belongs to the youth. The president reluctantly agrees, and with the battle about to commence, Oju is the first to go down with a thud from an iron rod. Unbeknownst, they must fight. Dogegg's strength rivals a small dinosaur against the 2. Subtitles. Quick-witted Yang employs the ear-tugging super skill. The 2 brothers launch a fierce attack on Dogegg, but to everyone's surprise, he actually starts laughing. Furious, he starts smashing baskets and throwing shovels. At that critical moment, a Kang's punch leaves Dogegg bleeding. Seizing the moment, he launched a series of rapid punches, leaving Cully completely stunned. Upon learning of this, Big Boston flew into a rage. Meanwhile, the trio is busy moving cash. Packaging 5 billion in cash is no easy feat. And not to mention, there are countless gold bars just as they were about to make a move. But unexpectedly, a large number of enemies arrive at the battlefield, hotly pursuing them. Arju's car crashes, and the black-clad figures are following closely behind. Fortunately, the Kiang arrives in time. They drop gold and flee, escaping the crisis. Back home, Arju feels guilty for losing Grandpa's gold, but he says the most important thing is that she's... The next day, the president, in gratitude, hands them the prepaid 200 million as a small bonus. Kiang, emotional, tears up, feeling like a little puppy. He's determined to keep helping the president against Big Boss Jin, seeking to repay his kindness. The president smiles. This young man truly knows loyalty. So he happily agrees. The president formally introduces the new 5 tigers at the sushi bar. Meanwhile, on the other side, Darin trains Arju's driving skills, teaching her how to strike with precision while on the move. If you enjoyed our story, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.